Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I can't say that I'm the biggest fan of the PlayStation 5 design. I'm not. I think that thing looks just weird. But I would say this. I am a huge fan of the DualSense controller. And Sony just released a brand new trailer, the DualSense Cosmic Red and Midnight Black. Greetings gamers and welcome back to another episode of Retro Raider. My name is Johnny Retro and yeah, today we are going to take a closer look at the upcoming Cosmic Red and Midnight Black DualSense. Now, like I said on my early PlayStation 5 videos, here's the thing. For me, consoles is all about the library, right? And about the actual machine, of course, that, I also enjoy the hardware, I appreciate it, but what I want is, just a decent hardware machine that performs well and just plays great games. If you can make it pretty though, well, that's a plus. So even though the aesthetic of the machine is not, what really matters for me, I can't deny the fact that, the PlayStation 5 design is it's just weird. It is just weird. The PlayStation 5 design, I mean, it's not an art piece that we're talking about, right? It's a video game console. I think that Microsoft, for example, they did a phenomenal job, especially with the Series X. They went with the easy route, it is true, it's more simple, but, sometimes less is more, in my opinion. I still don't own a Series X, but I've already seen the console, in person, and let me tell you, it looks really, really good, and it doesn't look as bulky as it seems. It is actually, very slick, very small, and I think that it fits perfectly in any setup. And of course that this is just the beginning. New models will come up, eventually we are going to get, a PlayStation 5 Slim or, later on a Pro version. But now I want to talk about the actual controller, the brand new DualSense. I'm a fan. I'm just a huge fan of the DualSense. But I did have my concerns in the beginning. I really had. First of all, because, the actual design of the controller, because this was really the first time that Sony changed, completely. The feel, the design of the controller, it's a little bit more bulkier. And I was worried because, first of all, I have tiny hands here. And then because, the previous controllers, right, the DualShock, for example, I always have this philosophy. If it isn't broken, don't fix it. But then after trying it out, I mean, this controller is just amazing. It feels great. I love the grip of the controller. I love the brand new design. Even though they kind of took away, some of the classic color schemes, I like this brand new simple one. And the haptic feedback is just amazing. It is just mind-blowing. I was not expecting that Sony could really nail this. And in the future, if they are going to implement this technology, with the VR, with the brand new VR set, I mean, that is just going to be awesome. Battery life though, they could really improve that on an upcoming model. So why am I making this rambling video? Well, this is really about the aesthetics, right? And why are the aesthetics something that appeal gamers that much when it comes to the design of the consoles, right? Well, I think that's due to the fact that video game consoles have never been as popular as they are now. Console gaming is not going anywhere, and back in the day, during the 90s and the early 2000s when I started gaming, right? Video game consoles were just for gaming. They were gaming machines. Nowadays, consoles are more entertainment centers, right? They really are. I mean, you play online, you can go on YouTube, you can go to Netflix, you can watch movies, they're pretty much computers. And it's not like the old days where, my parents weren't gamers, right? Even though gaming was not just for kids, I'm not saying that, but, it was more usual to, for you to have your console in your bedroom, right? Nowadays, things have changed, fortunately, and, everybody that games has a console in their setup, their living room. And we use them a lot. Again, we're not using consoles just for gaming anymore. So I think that I understand that, right? Why it's important to have a machine that, looks good on your living room, right? On your setup. And with technology being more simple these days, in terms of the aesthetics, right? I mean, look at smartphones, look at TVs. They're just slick, usually. I'm not talking about computers or anything like that, or cars, but, the devices that we use, right? Again, machines, cell phones, our TVs, which are smart TVs, let's not forget about that. So everything is a part of that entertainment center, right? And the PlayStation 5 Sony just presented a very weird, almost like art-like machine. So we can't say that that thing is going to look great in any living room, right? This is just a small detail, I do understand that, but it turns out that it's actually a little bit more important or significant than what I was initially thinking of. In my living room is not that bad because, unfortunately, I can't put the machine, on the vertical mode. I really need to put it horizontally. So it kind of blends, with my furniture. But aside from that, it is what it is. But let's take a look at the trailer because I think that this is going to be the beginning of future PlayStation 5 models, right? We're going to start with controllers, but later on, and I still want to talk about that in this video, I think that we are going to have brand new PlayStation 5 models very soon. But yeah, let's check out the trailer really quick. Here we go. And it's good that Sony is listening to the fans because we've been wanting this for a very long time, right? Since launch, pretty much. I mean, white was the only option. Okay, so this is the Midnight Black. Cosmic Red looks really good also. They're simple. Yeah, so it is a Cosmic Red version of the white one and also a black version. One small detail here. I would like to see the classic color display on the symbols, right? But it is what it is. It's a brand new concept. I mean, they look great, and I have a lot of friends that have been complaining since the launch of the PlayStation 5 that why they didn't just release a black model from the beginning. And it is true. I don't know if I would went with the black model just because all my previous PlayStations are black versions. My PlayStation 4 was the Star Wars Battlefront Darth Vader edition. Then the PlayStation 3 was the Model 1 PlayStation 3. Again, PlayStation 2, it's my classic fat PlayStation 2. My Slim is also the black one, and of course that in the future again we are going to have new models. We're going to have special editions like collector's editions, etc. But I want to say this. One thing that I think it is really cool or could be very interesting about the PlayStation 5 design is that those side plates we can actually just take them off. So I think that what is going to happen with the PlayStation 5 is that we are going to have more customization than ever before. As a matter of fact, we already have a lot of cool, interesting fan-made concepts here. The Spider-Man one, for example, I remember seeing this one even before the launch of the PlayStation 5. I think this was after the design was revealed. I mean, look at this. This just looks awesome. As a matter of fact, I think that this design could be a fun collector's edition, like a Miles Morales version, like limited edition of the PlayStation 5. That will be incredible. Another one right here from Mortal Kombat, and this one I believe they also did it on the Xbox. An Horizon version right here, also really cool. So I think that it looks fairly easy to customize the PlayStation 5, right? Even though these are just, digital concepts. But what I think is going to happen is that there's going to be a lot of fan-made stuff and third-party stuff for us to customize our PlayStation 5s. And about the brand new DualSense controllers, I'm actually very excited because, I still only have this one, right? The one that came with the console. So I still don't own an extra controller. But I'm definitely going to pick one of these out. Maybe the red one, just because it looks different. It looks cool. But Sony, please, just revise your controllers because the battery life of the DualSense, it is a problem for me. So yeah guys, this was just a quick rambling video about the upcoming DualSense controllers, and let me know down below what do you think about these brand new concepts and what special edition would you like to see on a PlayStation 5. Thank you so much for watching guys. If you have the extra time, feel free to follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. And as always, take care of yourselves, take care of the gaming community and game a lot.